The bankers are the criminals. I didn't want to trade in interest. I didn't want money on deposit. I sold the house that I had a mortgage on to rent a property as I rent this place. So it meant that I wanted to try it, put it to the test, in the sense that if it works in America, it must work here. So I was always trying things to see, but it was clear, interest and debt and those things I knew were the killer, and the banking system was the real destroyer of the society. Imam Ali said, we withstood the weight of the iron, the stone and the lash, but found the hardest thing to endure is the burden of debt. Thomas Jefferson, 1,000-odd years later, said, the modern theory for the perpetuation of debt has drenched the earth with blood and crushed its inhabitants under burdens ever accumulating. 2400 BC, before the Torah, long before Musa, debt was cancelled automatically in the 7th year. If you lent somebody, like in the Mosaic law, the law of Moses, if I lend you £1,000 or £1 million in the 6th year of the cycle, I must be prepared to write that £1 million off as tzedakah. The bankers are the criminals. Important book is Napoleon and Islam. We translated this from French. This proves that Napoleon genuinely converted to Islam. He took the name Ali Bonaparte. When he saw the debt of France, he said, "It is amazing that this monster interest has not devoured all humanity. It would have done so long ago had not bankruptcy and revolution acted as counter poisons." This little booklet I did for the Iranian Islamic Center in Kilburn, The Truth About Money. In China, it was translated, as were the other books I took, within 3 days. And this book I finished for a man called Arthur Swan, who was locked up under Regulation 18B in 1939 for pointing out that the Bank of England had rearmed Germany along with the Bush family. Of course, he was locked up and until 1945, along with 5 volumes of this Islamic Encyclopedia of Islamic Economy. There are 5 books, and I was asked to do the foreword by the same publishers that published The Other Road to Serfdom. And this is the evidence that Islam has the answers, but the Muslims need to apply it to solve the problems of the world, and also thereby giving Islam the credence and the credit it deserves. The truth will out, but we've got to apply it to ourselves to lead the world out of the mess it's in. The Quran is the manual. And when you find yourself in a hole of your own making, stop digging and read the instructions, because there's no other way. And everything you want to learn is in there, whether it's about Freemasonry, understanding, everything. It says we have omitted nothing from this book. That's the secret. It's the manual. Get on with it.